Ebele and Chika lived in the bustling city of Lagos, Nigeria. Their marriage had begun like a dream. They met at a church youth event, fell in love, and tied the knot within a year. Ebele believed Chika was her soulmate. They shared everything: dreams, prayers, and laughter. But 10 years into their marriage, the absence of children cast a long shadow over their happiness. In the first few years of their marriage, they were hopeful. God's time is the best, Ebele would say whenever anyone asked about children. But as the years passed, the pitying looks from family and friends grew harder to bear. Chika's mother, in particular, was relentless. A man's legacy is his children, she told him repeatedly, her disapproval of Ebele evident. Chika tried to hide his frustration, but Ebele could see it in his eyes. Chika began staying out late, claiming work was demanding. Ebele, who worked as a school teacher, spent her evenings alone in their small but cozy apartment. She prayed fervently for a child, begging God to mend whatever was broken. Her love for Chika never wavered, even when he became distant and irritable. She clung to the hope that their marriage could survive anything. One evening, Chika came home with news. Ebele, my distant cousin Adanne lost her parents. She's only 18 and has no one else to turn to. I thought we could help her, train her like the child we don't have. His voice was calm, but he avoided her eyes. Ebele's heart softened instantly. She loved the idea of having someone to care for. Of course, she can stay. This house will be her home, she said with a smile. Adanne moved in the following week. She was a stunning young woman with a quiet demeanor. Her beauty was striking. Her smooth skin, full lips, and sparkling eyes turned heads wherever she went. Ebele quickly grew fond of her, treating her like the daughter she never had. Adanne helped around the house, cooked meals, and shared stories of her supposed childhood in the village. Chika, however, seemed to take a peculiar interest in Adanne. He often complimented her looks and bought her small gifts, a new dress, a pair of earrings. Ebele noticed but dismissed it, believing he was simply being kind. She trusted her husband completely, never suspecting that his kindness hid something darker. Months passed, and cracks began to show. Ebele started noticing little things. Adanne staying up late in the living room with Chika, their hushed conversations ending abruptly whenever she entered the room. Once, she found Chika's shirt in Adanne's room but convinced herself it was a mistake. She ignored the growing unease in her heart, refusing to let doubt poison her love for Chika. One afternoon, Ebele came home early from school, excited to surprise Chika with lunch. As she opened the bedroom door, her world shattered. Chika and Adanne were in bed together, their betrayal laid bare. For a moment, she couldn't breathe. The pain was unbearable, like her chest had been ripped open. She ran out of the house, tears blurring her vision. When she returned hours later, Chika and Adanne were waiting in the living room. I can explain, Chika began, but Ebele raised her hand to silence him. Don't, she whispered, her voice trembling. There's nothing you can say to make this right. She turned to Adanne, her expression unreadable. Are you pregnant? Adanne nodded hesitantly. Ebele broke down, sobbing uncontrollably. But then, to Chika and Adanne's surprise, she composed herself. I forgive you, she said, her voice calm. If this is God's way of giving us a child, I will accept it. Chika and Adanne were stunned. Ebele's heart was known for its kindness, and they believed her. For weeks, Ebele went about her life as if nothing had happened. She cooked for them, cared for Adanne, and even began preparing a nursery for the baby. But inside, her heart was broken, and her soul was drowning in despair. Every smile she forced felt like a knife twisting in her chest. One evening, Ebele visited a pharmacy in the city. She told the pharmacist she needed a powerful rat poison. "The rats are becoming too bold," she explained with a forced smile. The pharmacist handed her a small packet. She held it tightly in her hands, her decision made. The next day, Ebele prepared a lavish dinner. She made jollof rice, peppered chicken, and a side of fried plantains. She set the table beautifully and called Chika and Adanne to eat. They were delighted, unaware of her true intentions. As they ate, Ebele watched them closely. They laughed and chatted, completely at ease. For a moment, she felt a pang of guilt, but the pain of their betrayal was too much to bear. She took a small portion of the poisoned rice for herself, knowing she couldn't live with the aftermath. An hour later, Chika began complaining of severe stomach pains. Adanne soon followed, clutching her abdomen and crying out in agony. Ebele felt the poison's effects too, but she remained calm, sitting quietly as they writhed on the floor. "Why, Ebele?" Chika managed to choke out, his voice filled with pain. "Because you broke me," she whispered, tears streaming down her face. "You destroyed everything we built together." By the time the ambulance arrived, it was too late. The three of them were pronounced dead on arrival at the hospital. The police launched an investigation, but the truth remained a mystery to outsiders. The story made headlines. Lagos couple and relative die in mysterious tragedy. Friends and neighbors speculated endlessly, but no one knew the heartbreak, betrayal, and despair that led to their tragic end.